What's up, everybody?
Can you
Welcome.
see my feet? Am I giving free feet content right now? Honestly,
Yeah.
I can't see. I think
Yeah,
yeah.
you
I think
are.
you can. Oh my god, can you censor that, please? Thank you.
What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us back on another episode of Los Brownies Podcast. As usual, my name is still Cheeto,
My name is Joanna.
My name's still Jessie.
and we are
Los
Brownies.
I was waiting, yeah.
for it.
I don't think we
refuse
did
to
it last
say it anymore
episode.
because every time I do that, Cheeto's like, "Don't do it. We'll have producción do it," but they never do it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done doing producción's work. So
Facts.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Jesse's on strike.
I'm on strike.
Jesse's on strike,
That's
and we
right.
have the petition
If you would like
to
to
keep
sign
that
it.
strike going.
Sign below.
We want to make sure Jessie stays in her strike. For
Undisputed
an
amount. Indefinite amount.
An
There you go.
indefinite amount of
Be
time.
on strike forever.
So, real quick, everyone watching us, you're probably gonna hear me chew some boba. We have some boba because before we
You
used to
have
do.
some boba.
Let me catch everyone up because right now, Jesse. Okay, everyone, Jesse and I are siblings. Joanna and I are dating. You're caught up, right?
And I'm dating both of them.
Show the secret.
And listen, if
They
you have,
must know.
if you don't have siblings, I don't know how to explain this other than this way, but you have sibling rivalries, heated conversation with siblings, and Jesse, we're siblings, and we're going through hardships right now.
Oh yeah.
At this
Talk it out.
moment right now.
Work
No,
it out on
and
the
I'll
podcast.
tell you exactly why. Because as
You're
a
fucking
good
annoying.
loving brother.
Oh, I know, mamas, dude. I'm leaving.
No.
I'm gonna step out of here right now.
As a good loving brother,
Uh-huh.
I went out of my way and I got boba for everybody.
Oh yeah, nobody's saying no.
Why are you thinking it that far back though?
Because
You're just trying to make yourself look good.
I want everyone to know that I'm a good loving brother.
Hey,
Hey,
who's
you know what?
complaining? Did you get the same flavor boba as all of us?
All of us.
Oh, nice.
You know, this one's milk. It's like sugar. What is it?
tastes
Brown.
it tastes very milky. Brown sugar milk tea.
No tea.
Tea.
No shade.
No.
No
pink
pink
lemonade.
lemonade.
I hate it so much.
No,
Well,
it's just milk. It doesn't have the tea.
oh,
That's why it's very
okay.
milky.
Yeah.
It is very milky.
Very milky ganache.
Oh,
Silky.
milky Cocoa Puffs.
No, it's all right. Today we want to talk about some. I mean, we've already talked about this kind of topic before, but I think we need to keep talking about it because I
Yeah.
think
This is gonna be a reoccurring episode. I feel
Yeah.
like this is one of our like topics that we can go back on because we're such haters.
Oh my god.
Like things just
Look at me,
take us off.
producción. Where's that? Where's my camera? Where's my
no.
camera?
You,
Damn.
that, Catch yourself.
dude, yeah.
Catch yourself.
Oh, this is why they were fighting.
This motherfucker me regaña that I hold on to the microphone, but I hold on to it like this. This motherfucker saying that I do this. I don't do that. I hold on to it like this because I get passionate about my conversations, and he's limiting women from their potential.
Boo at him.
No.
Producción, can you boo him?
Hey, hey, I got my milk, okay? I don't need my milk. Anyways,
They booed Julius Caesar, and look what happened.
They stabbed him
They
in the
stabbed
back.
him in the bag. Oh, ASMR.
And you gotta do the.
But ASMR.
boba time. No.
ASMR or what stuff is not it for me.
Oh,
It is for me.
I kind of like.
I'm nasty.
Like food, chewing food,
Like
the
noodles?
slime, noodles, slurping, drinking, swallowing. You know that sound you make when
Oh,
you go like. Oh, that must
That's something else.
I always feel like when you listen to farts, you can't help but laugh.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So I want to challenge you guys. Yeah, I want to challenge you guys.
Oh, the try not to laugh challenge.
I'm gonna put a couple fart sounds
Okay.
and try really hard not to laugh. Okay.
Okay.
Seriously?
Mind you. I just wanted to give everyone a little background.
They've
I-
never heard of these.
I'm a huge fan of farts. I love farts.
Yeah.
Farts or fart sounds?
Both.
I said
Oh my
Damn.
God, damn.
I'll take that as both.
Oh. Whoa, dude! I almost
It's all over your
choked.
beard.
You have something in your beard, you nasty motherfucker.
Is that a good shirt?
And it's a good shirt.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can't be eating with the good shirts. Where's your mandil, dude?
Underneath the shirt, bro. Okay.
All right.
Am I good? Am I good?
Yeah.
You're gonna hear 6 different types of farts. It's just, como que no
Yeah,
pasó nada.
you're good.
Hold on.
Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna make a real one come out.
Okay.
No, this was practice. This was practice.
Hold on.
We couldn't even get past the first round.
Oh my god.
Dude,
I hate
Se
you
me
guys.
cayó the boba, look.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Up, you bitch.
I'll pick it up in a second.
Bring the dog to...
For real, dude. Hey, it comes through having a pet. We drop some, sometimes on purpose, we drop
Ni
stuff.
agüito,
Yeah,
ni
I'm just
me
like, hey,
agüito.
come get it, Fiona.
She eats it up clean. Not only does she sweep it, she mops it too. Yeah, okay. Be for real, you guys.
All right.
Okay.
Do we try not to laugh or okay?
That was tight.
That's it.
Oh
Thank
my
you,
God.
everyone. So stupid.
Those are beautiful.
This is a scientific proof and scientific fact that farts will make you laugh. So if you're walking down the street and someone fart, don't be mad. Laugh.
But anyways,
Ay,
okay. So for today's topic, if you guys are wondering, it's not farts.
It's not
But one
farts.
day we should have a topic that's just directly about farts, and we can go deep. Like you might be thinking, okay, farts are farts. They smell
No,
nasty,
you-
whatever.
I have a whole encyclopedia of farts. You
Literally,
guys
like
do
we
not
can
fuck
talk.
with me.
Yeah, we can talk about like what really is going on in your nutrition
That's
for your
right.
farts to sound like this.
Or to be so stinky. How come some farts stink and some don't?
Yesterday,
Some
we
are
went,
just air. Like
Oh.
yesterday when we went to Din Tai Fung,
yeah,
I was so gassy, but it was just air.
yeah.
It was just air.
I've been drinking a lot more protein recently.
Uh-huh. A ver, show the
Drinking
gains.
and eating.
Show the gains.
I've been drinking and eating a lot more protein than I've ever before, because apparently I just found out. Apparently, you need protein in your body.
What?
You just found out.
Whoa.
We've been telling him.
I'm gonna get so mad at you, dude.
Tell him the story.
Oh my god.
I'll
dude.
tell
I've been
you.
telling Okay, go ahead.
I'll tell you. I'll
Go
tell
ahead,
you.
because I'll get
Why do
heated.
you always have to talk?
Because
You've been talking too
because
much. Give her a chance.
Because I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the man of the podcast.
You fucking
Anyway,
idiot.
so no, because it was me who told Joanna, and this is then something I'll tell the story. I went to go get like a whole body
Bucket
check.
of chicken.
Yeah, I went to go like weigh myself. I went to go check my body
For
fat
myself.
percentage, and then when I came back, I was telling Joanna, hey, I was talking to some dude who works at that nutrition place, and he was telling me that what was it that he was telling me?
It's because you had gone last month. You went
Yeah.
back this month to check your
Oh, the
progression.
the
and
protein
then
stuff.
He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
Yeah, because
what's your diet?
I had gone last month I went, and then I went back this month, and then I
Yeah.
showed him the difference of how much I changed, and I thought I was
Changed.
going crazy in the gym. I gained 3 pounds, and he was like,
But of muscle.
I wish it was 3 pounds in my badussy.
Gross.
Dude, your,
Yeah.
your what is it called? Your fupa group.
Yeah,
bigger.
my poopa grew
Your
bigger.
panzanocha group.
We were watching Tattooing or
Ink Master.
Ink Master.
Yeah.
Season 14.
Tattooing. Yeah, we were watching Ink Master, and there's a guy whose name is Pon. P-O-N.
Yeah, pun.
Yeah.
And we were
she was
we were
like,
making fun of him because we were saying, imagine his last name was Ocha.
Pan Ocha.
Mr. Ocha, Mr. Pon Ocha. No, so then the guy was telling me that, oh, you know what? Like, give me a breakdown of the kind of food that you eat. And the food that I eat doesn't involve much protein. and he said you need to start including a lot of protein.
Yeah.
Mind you, I just eat to eat,
Yeah.
and I barely. Yes, I know you're gonna say yes. Save it. We can tell. We can tell you eat just to eat.
You eat a whole bucket of jelly beans.
And I went home and I told Joanna, and I told her, oh, okay, so I gotta add protein and this
Mind
and that.
you, he came to me enlightened. He's like, oh my God,
Like,
like
he
that's
learned
why
something-
I'm gaining weight. Like I'm not eating enough protein. Blah blah blah. Proceed.
And then Joanna said, I've been telling you this
For months.
for months.
Months.
And what did I say? Do you remember?
I
said,
do remember.
Say it.
He's like, I had to hear it from a man.
The man was too
And-
stunned to speak.
I was like, does this mustache mean nothing to you?
Nah.
3 little hairs out of my chin mean nothing to you. That's see, this is why por eso caes mal, dude.
And then tell them what you said. Tell them.
It's because,
No. Justification after. Please tell the audience what you said.
I'll tell you.
Tell them. I already know.
It's
Why are you
with-
laughing?
Without context, it's gonna sound rude.
Well, there you go.
Maybe it's what it was.
Thank you.
See, but
What
we
did you
know
say?
context. I
No.
said, babe. I was like, you know,
you did.
I was like, babe, you know, I love you. On
You
my
did
heart,
not say it
on
like
my
that.
soul.
You
know,
did not say it like
I said,
that.
you know, I do anything for you, babe.
No, you did not say that.
You know, I got you, thick and thin, babe. Remember, that's what I said.
That is not.
You must have spaced out in that.
Sure.
I think you might have spaced. I did say it pretty fast. And
You literally said it.
yeah. And she's like, "What'd you say?" No, anyways, what I ended up telling Joanna was,
Ow. Oh, please, God.
No.
Ambulance.
I told Joanna that I know she's been telling me,
Oh.
I told her I needed to hear from someone who I know was going to the gym because you don't go to the gym.
Neither
And-
do you.
I've been trying to.
And not enough.
I'm gonna just pretend that did not come out of your mouth.
It did. I heard it loud and clear. And she's right.
And you know what? I don't go to the gym either. So who am I to say? I have
But you
more-
work out.
but
you
I
have a
do
very
more-
active lifestyle.
I have a much more active lifestyle than you.
Oh, she's talking about sexual things.
Yeah, you wish. You wish.
She has a swing in her closet.
Right.
Anyways,
Disgusting.
I told Joanna
Disgusting. My
without
Christian ears could not handle.
trying to be rude. I told Joanna the guy looks like a fitness instructor, and I think I wanted to listen to him. And I know that came off over
the
you.
love of your life.
Over you.
What were you saying earlier? The love of your life.
No,
you
I
know
never
that
said
you're
that.
ever.
I never said that.
Yeah.
Not once.
Producción, can you roll back the camera where he does say that?
You know, I'd do anything for you, baby.
No, you did not say that.
You know, I got you. Thick and thin, babe.
Yeah, it's right there.
I plead the fifth.
Yes, I want Trump's lawyer now.
And I'd rather not say much. No, but obviously, like, you know, I'm playing around y todo eso, pero...
But
No.
it's true. He
But
came
it's
to me
true.
enlightened saying that, oh my God, like, I just need more protein. I didn't even know. And I'm like, you didn't even know? What do you mean? I've been telling you for months.
You could have said it differently. Here, lesson of the day.
A ver.
Lesson of the day. You could have been like, I heard it from him, and that's crazy. Like, oh my God, Joanna, babe, like you were right. I should have listened to you. Obviously, your words are correct. And next time from now on, moving forward, when you tell me something and you bring proof and validity to it, I should probably take a look at it and acknowledge it.
Yeah.
That's how you should
I
have
was
No.
so offended.
No proof nor validity
Yes.
was given to me
Yes,
to
it was.
begin with.
My words are enough.
Sir, that's what I meant. Her words are the data, okay?
Okay. Whatever's going on here, we need to stop right now. Immediately before we get fucking HR. We haven't seen...
We have HR right here
Yeah.
on my side.
this HR right here. Yeah, that's right. HR
Okay.
payroll, bitch. out, this motherfucker.
Okay. Anyways, I'm done speaking nothing but lies with you guys.
Sure.
We're gonna go ahead and get started on today's episode, the real talks. All right.
Yeah.
And again, like Joanna was saying earlier, this is a conversation that we're never gonna. Did you hear that?
I heard that. I thought it was a car outside.
It might have been.
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
because that was really loud.
I have a whole ecosystem going up in here. No,
There's
we're gonna
a
talk about
storm
a
brewing.
topic that we're always gonna talk about. Every
Always.
single day, we might learn new things from this topic
Every
in
day.
our day-to-day life.
That's right.
Today, we're gonna talk about our pet peeves.
That's right.
So I just want to start off with one. We'll start. Mira, así.
A ver,
Dale,
rapidito.
dale.
We'll just throw it out. We'll rip the band-aid off. de una
Yeah,
vez.
yeah, yeah.
Lightning speed.
One of my own pet peeves that I do, or
Ooh.
in this case, I can't do.
Oh.
My pet peeve is when people try to do the Dougie and they don't know how to do the Dougie.
That's why you have
You.
to teach
That's a
them.
huge pet peeve of mine.
Teach me how to
That,
do.
that's a song.
But the Dougie is interpretive. You do it a la your way.
I like your way.
You know, a la Cheeto way. A la Joanna
A la
way.
madre.
Yeah. A la ver. You know, you do it your way.
I like your way, like if you're cooking up something like al mojo de ajo,
Yeah, but
A la
your
a
carte.
la
way.
diabla.
That's right. That's right. What about you, Joanna? Do you have a pet peeve?
I do.
Sick. Anyways.
Bruh, let me breathe. No, I have a pet peeve when couples, especially the guy, when they're like walking together and then the guy has his hand over the girl. And then they're walking like super awkward. And it's always the girl getting inconvenienced because she's like scrunching her whole body into
Yeah.
his because he's like reaching over.
Yeah.
You know, so she's walking uncomfortably. He's just being a controlling freak.
Yeah.
And that's one of my pet peeves. I don't like seeing that. Like
You see that a lot with young kids.
Yeah.
Like the middle school couple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
remember when we were in high school. I remember specifically this one couple where it was just I see they were walking. I mean, to me,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like.
Doesn't look
I think it
comfortable.
looks cute when the guy or one of them, I don't know what you're into, right? Maybe the girl's taller than the guy,
Mm-hmm.
but when one of them is not just a little taller, but a lot more taller than the other one, where it's cute, where it's
Oh,
cuddly
yeah, yeah.
and all that. But when
But
you're
when
the
you're
same
both short.
size, it's like you're like, nada más falta one of these. Like, come here, you little rascal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I have another pet peeve.
Uh-huh.
This one might be a little minor, but I'll progressively make my pet peeves a little bit more personal.
Okay.
This is one, and I know we talked about it. I think maybe even the last episode,
Then why bring it up again?
because it's a shame. It's a shame that
No one
that
listened the first
still,
time.
it still goes on. A pet peeve of mine is when because it happened to us last time. It's the same situation. We went to Cane's. It was that time that they forgot an extra chicken tender of ours, which we still have a code
We
for
still
the
do.
extra boss combo. We're waiting on a very special day. And,
When the bank account is at negative.
yeah. Like that meme when you get a loan just to go get Cane's.
Oh yeah, you get
Klarna.
you Klarna
Yeah.
for Canes.
You do like 5 payments of $2.
Every month. Dude.
Yeah.
It takes 5 months for you to pay off an $8 chicken combo.
Okay, and we're not judging because we've
Because
been,
we've
been
been-
You know
yeah,
what?
we've been there.
We
We've been
speak
there.
from experience,
Yeah.
okay?
I'm telling you.
No,
It'll boost your credit. I'll
pet
tell you
peeve,
that.
pet peeve, dude. You ask for ketchup. Ketchup's in the bag. You get home, no,
no
ketchup.
fucking ketchup.
Oh my goodness.
Also,
That
ketchup
sh-
doesn't go in the fridge. Pet peeve of mine.
Oh, that's an interesting.
That's fair.
Ketchup be in the fridge.
That's
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
I put it in the fridge, but I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't really care
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. So because Joanna doesn't like the ketchup in the fridge, we don't put the ketchup in the fridge, and I'm cool with that.
Simple as that.
Simple
Simple
as
as
that.
that, my friends.
That's
Thank
I
you
don't know. We
guys.
don't. I don't know why fucking politics makes it so difficult.
I don't know why it makes it so difficult.
It's just as simple as that. Don't put
Yeah.
ketchup in the fridge.
I feel loved. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
We have a secret little ketchup in the fridge. Just for me and Cheeto
Yeah.
in that hidden pocket.
At 1:30 in the morning, we wake up.
And we go like,
Yeah.
on ketchup.
You ready to get some tonight?
Get some of this cold ketchup.
Okay. You ready to feel this one?
Yeah, a ver, pues.
When people burp. No. I'm kidding. When
Nice.
this is a very personal one for me
A ver.
because I feel like a lot of the times in different scenarios growing up, I would always feel guilty about doing things. It's that generational guilt.
What kind of things? I'm worried.
Cuando uno va a salir con amigos, a cenar, al boliche, a jugar el foot, porque tú eres portero y no llegó Enrique y te hablaron a ti. Te dijeron, Gilberto, ven, cabrón. Ven, es tu oportunidad ahorita.
Pero es futbolito.
Yo digo, mamá, ahorita vengo, voy con los cuates. You know what I mean?
Te dicen, Chiro, come here, eres el vato más ancho que conocemos. Te ocupamos para portero, mijo. Véngale.
So, when you're going to go out, do whatever it is you're going to do, go wherever it is you're going to go, and your mom or a parent,
Or a
whoever,
legal guardian.
but I say mom because it's a little bit more personal, they make you feel bad for leaving them alone.
Maybe you feel bad?
How dare you?
Has that ever happened to you guys?
Maybe like 3 times. But I think I'm too narcissistic to care.
Really? Has that ever happened to you? Cuando vas a salir and one of your parents, they
No,
just
no, for real,
like
yeah.
they I mean, because we're old and we've been old for a very long time,
That's right.
and so we don't ask for permission to go out. Pero at times, like, es como un reproche,
Yeah.
and it's such a heavy feeling because then
Yeah.
you're like,
Damn.
damn, fucking loser, go get a life. No, pero you start thinking like,
Well, I
no
felt so
mames.
guilty I moved out of the state.
Well,
Whoa.
you call it moving out, we call it
A blessing.
no. You call it moving out, we call it you got kicked out of the state. We call it relocation. We call it ¿cómo se llama? When you are in like
Like you're
Witness
wit-
protection.
yeah, we call it witness protection program.
That's right.
you're out on a warrant.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Have you guys have never gone through an
No,
experience
of
like
course I have.
Yeah, but I think it's just like your parents just want to spend time with you.
Yeah. Because
Like
living together
I-
isn't enough.
Aw.
Because
Yeah.
living together wasn't enough.
that? There we go. That's what I need right now. That's what I need. None of this whole Miss America, Miss Universe answer right here. They just trying to
Miss
be lovely.
Continental.
Yeah, Miss
Do you know-
Congeniality.
Do you know Miss Continental? Do you know what that is?
No.
It's
It's breakfast, no?
no Miss
Continental breakfast, no?
No, I think and producción fact check me. I think Miss Continental is
You've been officially fact checked.
I get from producción. They said yes.
Yes, indeed, ma'am. You are fat.
Fuck you. Fact check. But I think Miss Continental is like the Miss Universe of the drag community.
Okay. I see what you mean.
And the winners are like incredible girls. The dolls. The incredible dolls. But it's Miss Continental. But Miss Continental answer right here.
Nah, for real, I'm over here trying to talk shit on my mom.
No, our mom's great.
Miss Congeniality.
I'm being congenial.
Yeah.
In your congenial era
In my
right
congenial era.
now? No, you gotta be angry, bitch. Come on.
But I think when your parents, cuando ya no te dan reproche, I don't know. I feel like parents, well, from my experience, that guilt que te dan, I feel like they almost feel like you're living a life that they wanted to live. And I feel like a lot of parents live through their children in that sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y luego, I mean, it's that generational guilt, like, a veces, like, when we're doing something cool, or you're just like, damn, I wish my parents were here to experience that, and they're not, and you're like, well, sucks to suck.
Sucks that you had kids at 14.
Damn.
Not my problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, my pet peeve, I literally can't stand it when you try to grab something and it's sticky.
Oh. Like a fucking table when you go eat?
And it's sticky. You're like,
Yeah.
bro, you try to grab a glass to get water and it's sticky. It's like, what the fuck?
Okay, but
Yeah.
here's
Or
the
like grabbing anything from the fridge.
And it's sticky. You're
And
like,
it's
what the
sticky.
fuck? Why is this sticky? Or like when I used to work in a school with kids and I would le decía a la niña, vente, me daba la mano. I'm like, why are you fucking sticky? Like, what is wrong? Cannot stand that.
Okay, so
Disgusting.
So, yeah, stuff that's sticky. This is where stuff trips me out because sometimes there's stuff that's sticky. It feels sticky, and you're like, oh Lord, right?
Yeah.
And then you like rub your fingers together to see and check it, and then you're not sticky at all. That trips me the fuck out. Have you ever been through or touched something
Yeah,
like that?
when you remove a label and it's sticky on the product,
that
but
pisses
your
me
hands
off.
aren't.
But
It gets all dirty.
Like you need to be consistent with the stickiness.
That's
right?
my pet peeve right there. That's a pet peeve within that pet peeve. If you're gonna be, if I touch you and you're sticky, my hands better be sticky. I don't want my hands to be okay, because then
That's not okay.
that's not that really is not okay.
That's just not following life.
Physics.
That's
right.
Come on, let's
That's not
respect
okay.
the law here, you guys.
It's a lot for a reason.
That's another one.
I can't stand things that are sticky. Like, it's so gross. Things that shouldn't be sticky. Like, if I open the door to the refrigerator and I'm trying to get a glass of milk and I get the milk carton and it's sticky, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
But
like where was it before?
Yeah, but if I dip my hands in like caramel popcorn, like I have been doing recently, and then eat them and my hands are sticky, that makes sense.
Yeah,
because
gotta lick your whole hand.
Yeah, because it's, and even then sometimes I'm like, that's disgusting. I don't want my hands to be sticky. But in your head you're like, but that makes sense.
It's acceptable.
Because there's sugar on that. So it should be sticky.
Sugar.
Okay.
There's sugar on that, so it should be sticky.
Put some sugar on me. What's like a texture that's sticky that you really dislike?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say really like, because I was gonna say glue.
Or both.
I really like the texture of glue.
See,
Okay.
but that
Like
makes
when I was
sense,
a
'cause that
child-
should be
Yeah,
sticky.
yeah.
Like when I was a
Yeah.
child, I don't know if you guys did this, but like I would like put glue all over my hands, wait for it to dry, and then peel it off.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever do that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I
a-
like that.
You know how when you also eat like fruit roll-ups or gushers, like
Gushers.
they're sticky, but they should be. But then if you like,
It's like you touch something that's very sweet like that, expect this to happen.
of course,
and
natural
that's okay.
order, right?
But
But
if-
then if I touch like the table and it has that same consistency, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then it smells bad. Come on, man. Like, I'm gonna shut this restaurant down.
Yeah. Yeah. The fact that you showed up is already knocking down to grade C.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You're like, oh damn, it has arrived.
That's right.
Like, for example, I have a friend who loves boiling crab, but hates to eat it because you have to get your hands really, really like moist, I would say, and wet with the whole salsa stuff that they
And
got going on.
Do they wear
oily, too.
gloves?
I told them about the gloves. They had no idea about the gloves.
Oh, the
Who
gloves
is
are
it,
game
Steph?
changer.
We're going next week.
They fuck with it now.
Yeah.
Is
Augie?
this that? Augie.
Oh.
Shout out to the boy Augie. Augie's the one who told me that, So shout out to my frentudo. He's in Mexico right now. We're missing you. You're the glue of the friendship.
Yeah. I love actually boiling crab. Like, I love boiling crab. I love eating it. But that's what you expect when you walk in there. I know
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
seafood
yeah.
restaurant. Sorry. But that's what you expect when you walk in there. Like, you're going to eat with your hands.
I haven't had boiling crab in a very long time.
You can go.
Me either, brother.
It's just not.
We haven't had all-you-can-eat sushi either.
No, we haven't.
Because,
I'm tearing this family apart.
look, I don't want to say anything, but somebody
Smells like shit.
doesn't want to go with us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry about that.
worries.
This is a pet peeve of mine that actually just came about recently too. One of my pet peeves is when couples don't let each other go out and do individual activities.
That's crazy to me.
That's a pet peeve of mine, and I didn't realize that was a pet peeve of mine because without calling any names out, it's just I always get called out like, "Hey, are you sure you can come?" The fuck you mean I'm not sure I can come? Yes.
Oh, they tell you that, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sure you can be out this late at 10:30? Like,
Te dejan?
Joanna won't be mad?
Boy, at 10:30, I'd be like,
Yeah.
don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm good.
Like, you ain't got to worry about me. Producción, can you put that meme?
Woo, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
Yeah, that's a pet peeve that I didn't know I had
Yeah.
because
Well, we also have no friends. You just started getting friends like recently.
Right.
So
Unlike you, where you have remained consistently with no
that's
friends.
right. And I will remain like that till I die. The only commitment I know I'm gonna make within 5 years is a cat.
A what?
A cat.
A cat.
I think within 5 years I want to get a cat.
You ain't getting
my
no goddamn cat, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
You ain't getting no goddamn cat, Jesse.
What?
But
that
cats
cat.
are like the perfect pet for you.
I think so too. You
They
know,
like take care of themselves.
Yeah, you know what? I used to be such a cat hater.
Uh-huh.
Not a cat hater. Oh, the cat community is coming for me. No, not a cat hater. I just thought I just cats are fun because we always grew up with dogs.
Yeah.
But now that you guys have your crackhead of a dog, I'm like,
Yeah, you don't want that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, the only commitment of friendship I'm willing to make in the future within 5 years is a cat.
Is a cat.
That's right. And you're like, you ain't getting no
yeah,
cat.
you ain't getting. First of all, let me just comment on that. You ain't. First of all, you ain't getting no cat.
You're right.
Also,
Thank you for convincing me.
I feel like cats aren't as
Destructing.
No. You say they're
Sufficient?
very
Like
independent.
Self-mutilating.
No, you say
they take care of themselves.
Yeah, that they're very independent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they are, but I think they need a lot of attention in a different way.
Of course, yeah.
Like you have to really look at them because, for example, we have a lot of furniture that's very fluffy and furry.
Yeah.
They're like,
Whatever crackhead of a dog we have is a blessing if we get a cat with really sharp nails
True.
all over that. You
Then
know what I mean?
easy, you declaw them. Just kidding. no es cierto. The cat community don't come for me. No. But no, it just, no matter what kind of pet you have, it's hard. Even a goldfish, having a pet goldfish, you have to have the right tank for it. You can't have a round tank because then say they get scared. You have to have a big tank for them. That costs money and time. You have to feed them. Like that's having a pet, taking care of someone or something else is just,
it's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work.
It's a
That's
lot of
why
work, yeah.
I stay blessed and alone. All right.
Sometimes not because she wants to, but because life is just throwing solidarity at her like that.
That's right.
No,
That's
okay.
me.
I have a really. I know you guys are gonna get heated on this.
Oh,
Well,
okay. Let me see.
Joanna, maybe not you, but Jesse,
Why not?
because you'll understand in a second.
Okay.
Me?
Jesse, you and I, we
Uh-huh.
relate to this.
I mean, I've been trying to punch you since yesterday, so
Yes.
I'm ready.
Yes, but I don't know what that has to do with anything.
I'm just saying it out loud.
So, when you're on a ride at Disneyland
Okay.
and they tell you, the operator,
Yeah.
they tell you, all
They
right.
tell you get out because you don't fit.
Then they, that's a pet peeve. Yeah, that's another one. When they tell you, okay, go ahead and pull on the yellow tug, and they get to you, and the yellow tug right here,
Text behind your ass, dude.
and I've had to tell them, I go like that, but they don't see me pulling on the tug, and they're like, pull on it, and I was like, ma'am, I am. You can't see it because my fucking fat is in the way. That's a pet peeve of mine. You know what I mean?
The yellow tug's behind my back fat.
It's in between my ass cheeks. I
Yeah.
got it.
That
It's
pisses me
secure.
off.
Hi, ma'am.
I understand that
I
it's like,
disinfected after. If I were you, ma'am.
I just started taking my own Clorox wipes.
You're so polite.
Yeah, because
So
it started getting really uncomfortable
Why
just
do you think
telling them.
That's right. Why do you think Indiana Jones gets clothes after we're done?
Yeah, I know. We used to think it was a coincidence. Like, what a coincidence. We always get here at the right time. No, no, ma'am.
no.
They know what to do when we arrive in the function.
That I fucked.
Those are the vibes we bring to the function. No, pero, that's I mean, it really shouldn't be. I know for all my fat phobic people listening, it should not be a pet peeve. But for my pro fat people,
Yeah.
you understand our pain.
That's
you
right.
know, when you gotta tug that shit and you can't.
Yeah.
Now, the real reason why it's a really big pet peeve is not necessarily because my gut is in the way. That we all know. I walk into the function, we know that this
You
guy
had a whole pizza in there, huh?
exactly. We know
right.
that this guy has been doing some stuff before he arrived,
Yeah,
right? Well, what annoys me about the pulling in the fucking seat is that I know that they have little machines that tell them which seatbelts are already hooked in
Yeah.
and
Like,
which ones
yeah,
are
yeah.
not. So that is now just for humiliation. That you know what I mean?
Damn right.
Yeah.
That's where the pet peeve lies. You know?
Let's role play. Let's role play.
Okay, wait, what? Who am I?
You're gonna be the humiliated.
Oh,
and I'm gonna be the Disney worker.
Okay,
With my
gotcha,
little
gotcha.
flashlight and be like, "Sir, can I please can I see you tug on that? Can you please tug on it for real? Can you tug on it?"
Sir, I can't see
ma'am.
the yellow tag.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Ma'am, I'm telling you on it, my fat is covering it.
Yeah, can you move your fat away?
Where do I
Ma'am.
put it?
It's on me.
Ma'am, it doesn't fit underneath my feet.
I already knew. I already knew. I already knew you were locked in, you fucking fatty.
That's the humiliation, dude. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
that's
radical idea
Uh-huh.
that I feel like I think the United States would have been people in general in society would be better off with stuff like this. Like for example, how they do it in Mexico and other countries. And you know, we were speaking to family members in Mexico, and they were talking about how they went to go to they went to a carniceria to go get chicken, and on the spot, dude, on the spot.
Agarran las chickens.
Agarran the chicken.
¿Cómo le hacen?
Or they're or más bien, you know, los carniceros,
Yeah.
they're already up early in the morning. Ya, you know, desplumaron the chickens, but they're fresh and ready to go.
Yeah.
Because it's
I
that
bet
moment,
tastes
that
so
day.
good.
Well, have you seen the
I
different
wish-
color of a chicken in the U.S. and the one in Mexico?
Yeah,
No? Like
the
yellow,
yellow.
and white, no?
Yeah. The chickens in the U.S. are really short and fat and white. Is that me? No, I'm kidding. and the chickens in Mexico are a little slimmer, longer, and like yellow. They're like a yellow color.
Like codorniz kind of
Sí.
color. Yeah, you know, so I don't know. You know, I don't know much about what can solve a
Right.
lot of these problems.
We're not nutrition experts, right? Or
Pet
just-
peeve. Pet peeve. I got one just right now on the spot.
Oh, tell us.
We were talking about, I think maybe it was you and I forget who it was.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to forget a lot of things.
It's been 84 years.
Pet peeve of mine is that I feel like in the world,
Uh-huh. Ooh.
there can be so many resolutions to so many problems.
Mm-hmm.
Pet peeve is that we don't resolve problems because there's no money to gain out of it.
Oh my God.
Pet
yeah.
peeve.
Yeah.
And I'm out.
That should
I'm
be
out this
everybody's
bitch.
Yeah.
pet peeve.
Thank
That
you
should
so
be
much
your
for
pet-
listening, you guys. We are done. We're gonna leave it right here.
We're angry. That should
That
be
should piss
everybody's pet peeve, to be honest. Like, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous that people.
Okay.
I said it with a capital dick. Okay, ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now I can't unhear the dick in it. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous that you would rather like okay, we're gonna go back to the shooting of the CEO. Like, why do you think so many people are like aligning with Luigi? Because like this guy was out here killing a shit ton of people because they were not accepting insurance. Insurance is a scam to even begin with.
Yeah. Why is your employer giving it to you?
Why is your employer giving it to
Why
you?
does that have to go through your employer, you know?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yep.
Hey,
Hey, and speaking of insurance and how difficult it is to get it, because I finally have my insurance now.
Yay, producción. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now,
Producción,
here's
can you
another pet
please-
peeve. Oh,
Producción, can you please put like a spotlight on Cheeto and then put Ave Maria in the background?
thank you.
I'm very happy for
Thank you. Thank you. Pet peeve.
Uh-huh.
I just got my insurance. It was very difficult to get it. Guess what? I found out to get insurance,
What?
You have to pay for it.
you gotta be poor.
You gotta
You
be
gotta
cool.
be poor to get it for free.
Mm-hmm.
I wait. This one's over
Ay,
here.
damn. No le sirve. lo veo. Okay.
To get it, yeah, you know. So pet peeve, being poor.
It's crazy.
That fucking sucks. Am I right?
That's crazy.
It pisses me off that back in the day, back in the good old days of the USA,
Uh-huh.
we used to have milk delivered.
Yeah.
In
Pet peeve.
glass bottles.
Pet peeve of mine. Why did we stop doing that? You have no idea how many times in my life I've been craving cereal, and guess what?
No hay leche.
No, CI, and
Ah.
that's the part that pisses me off.
Oh, shit.
CI, but guess what?
Te echa a
What?
perder.
Like 3 weeks echada a perder, just sitting there, and it's like
That's not you.
It's half full
Well,
también.
you also leave it outside for 3 days.
No, I left. We're gonna bring our personal life into this. Really? I thought we made it clear last week that we like to keep our professional lives and our personal lives out of here. You really think I want to share with the people my personal life, how I have gonorrhea,
That's right.
how I have diarrhea. I
That's
have
right.
all the
the
rheas that exist out there.
That's right. And syphilis. But no
Yeah.
COVID. Hey.
No, but isn't that annoying? Like you see what I mean? And this goes back to the last one. Like, there's no money in there, but I mean, like, hey, let's keep it going. I want a milkman as much as I want a mailman.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I want the milkman.
Imagine
too.
if we all had to go pick up our mail.
That would suck.
Oh, like go to.
My cubby would be full. I'm telling you that right now.
Full of
No.
citations.
Dude, I know. We're really gonna bring our personal lives into this. My parking citations, you're really gonna call me out on that?
Hey,
All the ones I get
Every week. Yeah.
but you-
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna say something, and I hope my organization is listening to me, because why do I have to go to work and pay for parking? Tell me why I have to do that.
I think you're the only one who does that.
No,
All
we
your
ha-
coworkers, I've spoken to them. They know they all have the semester
You
pass.
know what? I think the parking pass guy just doesn't like me.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, but
very
that's
fair.
true. That's
Like,
true.
why do I have to
That's
go to
true.
work and pay for parking? That's
It's-
ridiculous. I
it's-
don't do that. That's why they cite me.
It's the same
But then
thing.
you have to pay them eventually.
Yeah,
Eventually.
well, eventually,
In
that's
the-
true.
yeah.
Might
But
as well
you know
just
what?
pay less.
But you know what? They charge us $75 for parking every month, which is ridiculous. So I'd rather get a parking ticket of $60 like every couple months than paying
Pay that
70
consistently.
But yeah, sorry.
You
It
know
is what it is.
That's how
Fuck you
life
guys.
hack.
It's the same thing that
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness. Are we just throwing random shit out?
No, like when you have a membership of Planet Fitness, but they don't like if you have like the $20 one, like the most expensive one. If you cancel that, they charge you like $50.
That's
Oh.
ridiculous.
But if you go down to like the basic $10 one,
Mm-hmm.
they don't charge you for that, and then you just pay $10 with that membership. You can cancel for free,
that's so stupid.
That's weird.
so you could do that in the same visit. That's weird. You did that. I learned from you.
Nice.
Yeah. I did it, that happened to me like 4 times. I did not learn my lesson the first 3
Yeah.
Oh
times.
my god, you guys! I learned a life hack.
What?
I learned a
From
life hack.
Planet Fitness.
No, just
Oh.
in general, that I would like to share it with you guys and with the audience, because I don't think we're aware, because we're not white, so we don't understand the privileges. But if you're ever like talking on the phone with somebody, let's say you need to cancel your flight, or you need to change your seat on your flight, or you need a reservation for a restaurant or something like that, call and say that you're calling on behalf of, but you, like, let's say me, I'm like, I'm calling on behalf of Jessica, I'm her assistant. People will treat you a lot nicer. They'll be a lot faster, and they're willing to accommodate, because you people associate that like, oh shit, this person has a boss. This person is in charge, and this
Yeah.
person has an assistant, so this person has an important job. And because we're so classist in the US, like, you get treated a lot
Oh my
better.
god, I'm gonna do that when I call in to order my pizza.
I'm her assistant. While you're eating pizza in the background, my name's Joanna, and then you hear in the background, Joanna, you're like, what? Yeah. So life hack.
interesting. Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that interesting? And we're so classist in the U.S. that when we hear that this is someone's assistant and you're doing the work, or you're calling in behalf of someone that's slightly richer than you, you're gonna treat that person better.
That's interesting.
God,
You know,
I love that.
I got
Now
profiled today.
Uh-huh.
I went to go send money to family members in
Mexico?
Mexico. Yeah. And it's not the first time that I've done that. And the lady, she was, oh my goodness, she was profiling the shit out of me. And I think because, I mean, I did that today, literally before we started recording.
Yeah.
So I'm just like this, right?
That's the problem.
And I think
No.
that's a problem. No, I really
It
do.
shouldn't be, though.
I really
It
do think
shouldn't
that's a
be.
problem, because the lady, the people behind me,
It's not what you're dressing. It's you as a brown person wearing that. Because if Keith were to be wearing that, he'd be treated nice.
I guess so, but it was still here in the city. It was still here in Santana, you know.
Yeah.
So, also, another pet peeve. I just said. I said it right now. Santana versus Santa Ana. It's a pet peeve of mine when people really give a fuck how you're supposed to
say it.
pronounce
You know
it.
exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
Santana,
Yeah.
Santa Ana.
Santa Ana.
Dude, if I say Santa Ana,
Santana.
the Santa Ana gang is gonna be happy, but not the Santana gang is gonna be mad. If I say Santana gang gonna be happy. Santa Ana gang is gonna be
But
sad.
you know, like no matter what you say, you know who's not gonna be happy? The LA gang.
Yeah, you know.
That's
So
not LA.
damned if I do, damned if I don't.
That's right.
Santana, bruh. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways,
That's fact.
I got profiled,
that's
and I
on
think
period.
because the people in the line eran puros like dons, señores,
Like older.
who look like, and I hate to profile as well,
Yeah.
who look like they probably do either construction, landscaping, you know,
Yeah, venden
more
papeles chuecos en la esquina.
micas, yeah, exactly. You know, and so I think they see me, and also it could be more than just profiling. It could be also like ageism, también. You know, and so this lady, I was sending some money to a family in Mexico, and this is the first time that they asked me she asked me, was I born in the United States? Not in order. Why am I sending this amount? Which I think that's a normal question.
Yeah.
Why am I sending so much so frequently? What else did she ask?
You should have been like,
what's
none
your
your
social
business.
What's your social security number? Which I understand, but I was like, I'm not sending a lot of fucking money. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I think like the lady was just like, you know what, this este guapo aquí. There's something else going on, you know? Because
Oh, like, do you think that she thought that you sell drugs?
I feel like maybe not
That you're like
drugs,
part of the
but
cartel.
maybe something sketchy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
maybe
I
something
didn't even
sketchy.
think of that.
I did. When you said it, I'm
Oh.
like, she probably thinks you're a crackhead.
Right.
No,
something
you
like
know
that.
what I thought? I thought that she was like looking out for you. Because you know how there's like a lot of scams where like people call their family members and they're like, oh, we have your daughter kidnapped. And if you don't send us this amount of money,
Yeah.
she's going to die or things like that, right?
No, because you have to give. You have to.
older people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to give the specific name of the person that you want to get the money. And I mean, I'm sending it to an uncle, and it's
Mm-hmm.
a very specific name too, you know.
Yeah.
So, but
Like, they
but I
already
see
have
that.
all your
¿Dónde le voy a
information.
recoger una Electra
En
Coppel?
una Electra, ya.
Ah,
en una
huevo,
Electra.
ya sabes.
Imagine someone over there listening. ¿Cuál Electra?
A
¿Qué,
ver,
qué ciudad, qué estado, cabrón?
¿Cuándo?
No,
¿Cuándo?
no. ¿Y
¿Qué
qué nombre?
nombre?
Ajá.
¿Qué nombre?
No,
Ya se mandó, cabrones.
Damn, what did you say right now? You made me think of something.
And she
That-
thought she was looking out for you.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
I got it.
Because
Yeah.
like, why is she asking for your social
I
security
know.
number?
I maybe they're questions that I haven't been asked yet,
Yeah.
pero it felt like I got the vibe como que I was being a little
Like very
profiled.
attacked.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, I see.
And I felt like something I learned from RuPaul is I would always do this, put my hands in my pockets. But when you have your hands in your pockets, just out of the way we see that is very like secretive. It's very
Sneaky.
sneaky.
Yeah,
It's
'cause you
very
don't know what you have in it.
untrustworthy.
Uh-huh.
So now I kind of do this like, well, I'm not doing it right now, you know. But you know, if I talk to someone, I tend to just kind of like put my hands in front of my gut, you know.
That's right.
Like
And
a
then
bone.
I either just cross them right here, or you know, I just like I'm doing
Same,
like the
I do
finger
the same
tap
thing.
like
I tend
that.
to just go like this.
the yeah.
No intimidation right there.
I stand like the Asian guys that like are always walking around outside with
Oh,
their
hands in the
Oh,
back.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
just
yeah.
Walking.
Caminando.
No,
they're very,
este-
they're very observative.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you put
Dude.
your hands in your back, you're very observant. You're like,
Yeah.
I just recently watched a documentary with Cheeto about Ruby Frankie.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. This bitch out here giving parenting advice when she was out here torturing her kids under a fucking basement. Dude, les abrió la piel, los torturaba, les ponía
Yeah.
needles. She would make them jump on. You didn't finish seeing it, but
I
she would
didn't.
make the kids jump in a trampoline. And the trampoline tenía nopales, and she would make them jump on it. So these kids had like micro needles, the nopales stuck on their feet and in their hands. And this bitch out here giving parenting advice.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
that's crazy. And I thought Ash Trevino was trash, dude.
If
And
me
I
and the
mean,
gang
she
put it up-
is.
Yeah.
I mean, and she is. You know, like I just heard Ash Trevino's song. Like, have you seen the new like Ash Santiago? What's his name? Like
Yeah.
Santos.
Santos.
Santos. I'm like, that's Santos. I'm like, that's
Jesse has not kept up with the Ash Trevino
I,
cheese
I,
man. None of that shit.
I didn't even know who that was.
Yeah.
Dude, it's disgusting.
That bitch is crazy.
Pero you know what, dude? Te tengo una envidia.
Why?
Sí, I'm gonna admit it right now. Producción, una
¿A mí?
musiquita, por favor. Hermana hermosa, hermana querida,
Hermana de mis ojos.
hermana de mis ojos, de mi vida, mi luz, mi alma.
Pendejo.
Te tengo una envidia, pero una envidia de las feas, hermana.
Te quiero,
Ok, ya, córtale.
te quiero matar, hermana.
No, te tengo una envidia because I wish I can get back. I wish I knew nothing of Ash Trevino.
I wish so too.
You know what I mean? Like, well, hold that thought. I wish I knew nothing of Ash Trevino, so I can go back and rewatch it from the beginning
And be shocked.
and be shocked all over again because I cannot with this girl.
Man, that is
Yeah.
crazy. This bitch is crazy.
Yeah.
Ash Trevino is like a walking reminder to just take care of yourself. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like-
Dude, there's a video I just saw yesterday where she was on live on TikTok, and she read a
She's
comment.
still doing it?
No, I don't think anymore.
She
I
got
don't know.
banned from TikTok,
Something like that.
but she keeps coming back.
Yeah. She's like
She's
fucking,
popping up in my Instagram and I'm mad.
Yeah, she's like Bloody
She's
Mary.
like fucking roaches, dude.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
get fucking
Real.
rid of them.
No, there's a video of her on a TikTok live, and she read one of the comments, and it said, cause I think she was drinking maybe soda, and someone said you should drink water,
In fact.
and then she read it, and she's like, I should drink water, and she's like, she said it like she ate this up.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly.
She's
yeah.
like, waters are for fish. You stanky bitch. You stanky bitch. That is a stanky bitch response.
Yeah. One of my pet peeves, and I kind of learned about this recently when I was driving, because I kind of drive kind of like a maniac. Sometimes not too frequently.
No,
I
kind
disagree.
of. Look, mira, producción, do me a favor. Put the live actual footage of the sound that Joanna makes when she pulls out of the driveway. This is actually her. This is her. This is recorded from my
Good.
phone.
Yeah, so recently I was driving, right? And then I'm braking, and then I hear water bottles in the back of the car.
Mhm.
And they were like hitting the bottom of my seat, and that was pissing me off. I was like, I'm just gonna crash into the person right in front of me because
Yeah.
this is making me so mad.
That's a good one. That pisses me off
That
también.
pisses me off.
Yeah, that's a good one, dude. I have two hydros in the car, and it's worse because they're the metal clashing,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that pisses me off. What the pet peeve? Huevones. Huevones that don't fucking
yourself.
pick it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's crazy because I have so much stuff on the back of my car. Like, I have so much crap in there and I hear it. But you know what's the secret to not hearing it? Put your music so loud that you don't even know what's going on.
Nice.
And that relieves so much
You don't
stress.
feel it though?
No,
No.
I don't really feel it. No.
You know what? Ignorance is bliss.
It
It
really
is.
is.
It
Being
is.
stupid is just a magic thing. It is.
En producción música otra vez. Y hermana, otra vez te digo, hermana, tu estupidez te tengo envidia. Te tengo
Me
envidia,
impresiona.
dude.
Mira, tu estupidez me impresiona.
I have a last.
I just don't care.
Por eso te envidiamos. La gente intelectual que escuchamos el podcast,
¿Cómo?
te tenemos envidia. ¿Cómo quisiéramos estar estúpidos para disfrutar la vida mejor?
Así mero.
I truly believe that. I feel like people who are completely ignorant, dumb, completely clueless of what's going on
Why are you looking at me?
are the happiest people.
Why are you looking at me? I never said I was happy. I'm pretty damn miserable. I've been wanting to put a Glock in my mouth for a while.
No, I have a last pet peeve of mine.
A ver, bring it on.
When someone is talking and their response to what you just said is completely different than what the conversation was. I'll give you an example.
Oh.
I wrote it down because it pissed me off.
shit.
I'm going to
Damn.
write it down. I'm going to read it to you right here.
You're going to call me out, huh?
So, So I was talking to Joanna about a
that's me.
movie,
Uh-huh.
and I was giving her all these details, and she replied, "Oh, I asked for a little bit of beans on my Chipotle bowl, and this bitch gave me 2 scoops."
Very
a lot of
valid. Very valid.
You know how much farting I did that day?
In my mind, I'm like,
I'm sure she was hearing you, but she just wanted to say that out loud.
that's a pet peeve of mine. That's a pet peeve of mine. I was telling her about this movie, catching her up on everything. I'm like, what, you don't think? What do you think about it? Oh, this bitch gave me 2. That's the equivalent.
Hey, you know what?
Like,
In my defense, too much beans can ruin your day.
It can.
It can ruin your day.
But this is like the equivalence of like when you're talking to your mom and you're opening up, you're finally being vulnerable.
Yeah,
And
when
then
your
your
mom's
mom's
like,
like,
Ay, se me olvidaron los aguacates.
literally.
no, or she'll be like, ay, qué pendeja, se me olvidaron los huevos. Like, bro, I'm leaving.
A ver, let's role play that.
A ver.
Ready? Okay. A ver, producción, una musiquita. Actually, no, hold up, babe. Give me a scenario. What are we talking about? What's the scenario?
All right, okay, improv.
Give me an environment. Where are we right now?
Hell.
No. Hold up.
Okay.
Yeah, give me an environment. Where are we right now?
In the kitchen.
Okay, we're in the kitchen. And what are we talking about?
About
The
your,
destruction of the universe.
your aunt's syphilis.
My what?
Your aunt's syphilis.
My aunt's syphilis?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So, we're in the kitchen.
Ajá.
You're my mom.
All right.
I'm the kid.
Hablando
the
del
kid.
sífilis de tu tía.
Yeah, I'm the kid opening up to you.
But your
Because
aunt-
because I found out that my aunt has syphilis, and
You're
I can't figure out how to tell you. You know? Okay.
Okay.
And you're the mom who's completely
Te lavando
oblivious.
trastes, soy lavando
Yeah,
trastes.
okay.
Yeah.
Producción. Oye, Sama, ¿estás ocupada ahorita?
No, ¿qué pasó, amigo?
Ay, mamá, pues la mera verdad, pues no. No, pues no sé cómo decirte, mamá, la mera verdad. Me acaba de enterar unas noticias y pues fíjese, mamá, que pues es su carnalita, mamá. Tiene sífilis.
Qué babosa soy. No pasé al banco y ahí andaba en la esquina. Ay, no.
Exactly that, dude. That grinds my gears. That pisses me the fuck off, bro.
Imagine, qué babosa. Tuve que ir al banco y no fui. Y ahí pasé en la esquinita como pendeja.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, now
Are you triggered?
let me. No. Yeah, I was triggered until you added that last little improv. There's yes, it's the pet peeve, but then once they start like self-hating themselves,
Yeah.
So funny.
dude, las doñas, I'm gonna tell you guys right
No
now.
one hates themselves more than doñas, dude. That's why they're so nasty.
You know, yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, una doña, como like, I mean, yes, it's sad, you know, but you know what you signed up for when you click play on this video.
That's right.
Una doña, dude, when they start self-humiliating themselves, you know?
I'd say I'm gonna grab my caramel popcorn with my sticky hands.
Dude, y que empieza, qué pendeja soy, qué inútil soy.
No sirvo para nada.
No sirve, yeah.
Por eso me dejó tu papá. I'm like, wow, relax.
Wow.
Ahorita vamos al banco, chingada.
I just asked where the car keys were at. God damn. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. And I love all the doñas.
I love
for
all
that.
doñas, dude.
Yeah.
And I wish all the doñas, the real problem is that, and this is something I always tell my mom too, because I think a lot of señoras, they're at that age, deal with stuff like that. And it's very unfortunate because this is the real part of it, right? The laughs are gone. Now we're talking about the real shit.
A ver,
It's really
producción música así de en serio, no de
En
broma, de en serio.
The thing about that, I'm very passionate about that, telling my mom to stop calling herself estúpida, inútil, mensa,
Nah, no te digas
bruta.
tú, mami, yo te digo.
Yeah. You know, but it's a real deeper thing that honestly that could even be a whole different topic.
No, right now, yeah.
We'll call them on the phone and be like, oye, Sama,
¿Te odias?
¿por qué te odias?
De 1 a 10, ¿por qué tanto te odias? ¿Y por qué? Damn.
But my friends,
Pet peeves, man.
We-
It
we-
is
yeah.
what it is.
we're here. We made it this far.
That's right.
And if you made it this far, you guys, go ahead. Might as well like the video, comment something, subscribe.
Yeah, send it to your self-hating mom.
Yeah. Yeah, dile, mira ma, así eres tú, igualita, ma. Mira,
Te odias, ¿verdad?
también se le olvidó ir al banco.
También se le olvidaron los aguacates,
Yeah.
los huevos.
But thank you guys for making it this far. As we close out, of course, we 100% have a shout out for this week.
Hell yeah.
We want to give a shout out to someone who reached out to us a long time ago. We talked a little bit, but recently, oh my gosh, did they do something so amazing and that we're so grateful for?
Yeah, and we'll talk about it next episode.
What?
I talk about Ashley.
Yeah, why would we talk about it next episode?
Oh,
Yeah. Next week, you'll find out who the shout out is, I guess.
Shout out this week.
Yeah. No, but okay, so we want to give a shout out to 3 different people. And we want to
in one episode.
in one episode. Can you believe that?
Damn.
That's a 3-for-1 deal right there.
That's a trio right there.
That's a 3-for-1 deal.
That's right.
That's better than
That's
what
a
you can
fucking
find.
steal.
Yeah.
Mikey. Yeah,
And it's a Wednesday. It's a 3-for-1 deal. So you know the deals are today.
that's right.
If you're watching
The
this
deals are today and in el super.
in el super, so vete pa allá. I know as soon as you're done watching this video, you're probably gonna stop the video and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, los frijoles."
Los aguacates.
Mhm.
That's right.
No,
Los
and
huevos.
we want to do a 3-for-1 shout out today, and we want to start off with who we consider a friend at this point.
Yes.
Thank you so much to Ashley. Producción, do me a favor. Go ahead and put Ashley's picture
That's
right here.
right. Producción,
Ash-
aplausos, por favor.
Thank you so much. El público showing a lot of love to Ashley.
That's
They
right.
know.
Ashley,
They know.
honestly, dude, thank you so much for reaching out to us.
For thinking about
For
us.
thinking about us, considering us. Ashley did something so fucking badass.
Yeah.
Ashley got us in to this like sold out event for Caliucci's.
Yeah.
And it was like super last minute. And, you know, Ashley told us we wanted to go and to let her know. And we were like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
We went, we met up with Ashley. And once we were there, we met Ashley's siblings también. And so we also want to give a big shout out to...
Stephanie and Alan.
That's right.
That's right. And you guys, honestly, were super fucking badass. Here's a picture of us that night. Thank you guys. You guys like nos chulearon un montón, dude.
We don't
You
deserve
guys-
it. We
Yeah.
honestly
just
do
feel-
not deserve.
No, we don't.
We don't deserve people to be that nice to us, and you guys still are, which is super amazing. Next
Yeah.
time, just come up to us and slap us, and then walk away.
Yeah, and so honestly, you guys, thank you so much for one, having us over there, inviting us, thinking of
Yeah.
us, and also for just being really nice to us. We really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
We talked for hours.
Mhm.
Hours. Hasta les dije, vamos a chingarnos un cafecito mejor.
Yeah.
And sentarnos
And we would
somewhere
have
to
probably
chat.
kept going, but Joanna had to work. Well, we all had to work the next morning, but Joanna had to work the earliest, so we had to take off. But I know we would have stayed a lot longer if we didn't have work.
Yeah.
And it was also a Thursday night también, you know, so. you
Yeah, we
I
only
actually-
left because the valet guy came up to us.
Yeah.
Pobrecito, we were the last car. He's like,
He's
is
like-
this your car?
Can I please go home?
Yeah.
Yeah, the poor
So-
ballet guy.
Again, you guys, huge
Thank
shout
you
out
so
to
much. Yeah.
Ashley, Stephanie,
Stephanie.
And
and
Alan.
And you guys again, thank you so much for all the kind words.
We love
That's
you guys so
right.
much.
And what we want to tell you guys is, I love you.
Alabao.
Alabim, bomba.
Ashley, Stephanie, Alan.
Ra, ra, ra.
Oh my God, we rehearsed.
We
this.
did this. We have done so
Try it
many
one more time.
outtakes.
Stephanie, just the build up of Stephanie, Alan.
Oh, I thought we
No.
were doing Ashley, Stephanie, Alan.
did.
Ashley, Stephanie, Allen.
Ashley, Stephanie, Allen. Ashley, Stephanie, Allen. Ashley, Stephanie, Allen.
I love you.
Alabao. Alabim, bomba. Ashley, Stephanie, Allen. Ra, ra, ra.
Yay!